Before you get all bent out of shape and get down there in those comments and start flying them at me, I know what you guys are thinking, okay? I know that there is tons of Apple Watch Ultra videos out there, even ones with extra bands. But I think today's review is going to really help you guys out because I went out and got the variety pack of band ideas for your Apple Watch Ultra. And we're also going to cover the size difference between the Series 8 Apple Watch because that's what I originally had first, then I returned it. So yeah, we're going to find out why Brannon likes the Ultra Watch more than the Series 8. That's almost twice the price. Who the hell am I? Well, I'm Brannon No. That's right, I'm the guy that rocks this channel, and I am so happy to have you guys aboard. So get yourselves all nice and comfy and cozy, and let's start out with the first band in today's lineup. All right, guys, I thought I would start out first with the actual Ultra bands. And what I mean by that is most of the bands that I have is for the Apple Watch Series 8 or Series 7 in the 45mm design, but you can use them on the Ultra even though the Ultra is 49mm, okay? So don't worry about it if you guys have older bands. I have not even attempted a 44mm, so just keep that in your thoughts, okay? The original band that I ordered was the Alpine loop in the Starlite color. Question is, would I have picked out Starlite if I had more options? No, because I actually wanted the green one in the same style and it was unavailable. Now you can buy the band separate. Don't let that deter you if you are ordering the Apple Watch Ultra and they only have maybe a band that you're not interested in and you want something else, you can always get it later. The only problem is it's gonna cost you $100. That'll go for all the Ultra watch bands that are made for the watch. Are they all worth $100? No, I don't think any one of them are worth $100. But hey, it's Apple. Now I'm sure most of you already know how to assemble an Apple Watch, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you anyways because you can actually use the Alpine loop on either side. So once the loop's on, you have to really pull it all the way to the end so you can get your hand through it. Then once you pull down, it starts clicking on each little loop, come around, and then you are able to pick whatever loop you want to hook it to. And that's what it looks like. It's a nice, tight, comfortable band, but as far as the Starlite goes, I'm not impressed. It's already starting to show dirt and wear. And if you are like me that work in a shop, you're definitely going to keep this as far away as possible. And that, guys, is why I grabbed the green one in the Alpine loop. And I also like it better turned around so you can actually see more of the loop on this style. And that's exactly what I really dig about the Alpine loop, is you're able to choose how you want to wear it. Oh, before I forget, you also can get the Alpine in orange too, which you guys have seen most everywhere and on the box. Now they also have a band called their Trail Loop, and those come in 3 different colors. Well, actually 6 different colors: yellow beige, blue gray, or black gray. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those bands here today to show you. I know, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm gonna order any of those or not. They haven't really tickled my fancy, but they might tickle yours. let's move on to the next band. And that, my friends, is the Ocean Band. I like how it goes on. As you pull it, it locks into the loop, and then you have this extra metal clasp that will hold it down for you. So it is a very nice looking band. I like the fact that it's waterproof. This kind of band is perfect for me at work, and I love it. And they'll also come in 3 different colors. I picked up the Midnight, which is kind of a grayish blue, but you can also pick it up in white or yellow. All right, let's go ahead and cover some Amazon bands next. And by the way, I will be sure to leave you all affiliate and non-affiliate, which is Apple, links down in my description below, and whatever watch band that seems to take your interest, you'll be able to find it down below. This is made by MIFA, and this is their black suede. So it's got a suede feel to it on the top, and then a rubber texture on the part that hits your skin. Let's go ahead and pop it on and show you what it looks like. As you can see, it looks just fine on the watch, like it was made for it. Very nice looking watch band. I like it a lot. Feels very light on the wrist. Let's change up the watch face though. This just doesn't go with this watch face. Let's make it look like, there we go. Now that looks more appropriate, don't you think? The question is, Brannon, why did you switch to the Ultra from a Series 8? I originally ordered the Series 8 for my very first Apple Watch. As most of you know, I'm an Android user, and I have now taken the leap to the dark side of Apple. So I originally ordered the Series 8 to have as my first Apple Watch, and I fell in love with it. I loved it very much. But the Ultra was really getting plugged a lot by a lot of YouTube channels, and I was dead against how big it was, okay? I don't have the biggest wrists out there, and I'm like, I don't want to look like a fool with this big gargantuan watch. And guys, I'm here to tell you, it's not as big as they make it sound. It's more thick than it is big, and I think it looks just fine on my wrist. I just love the look of it, and I'm telling you, when you're wearing this, you're wearing a watch. These 2 bands right here are the, I'm gonna butcher the name, SVISVIPA, SVISVIPA, okay? And like I said, the link will definitely be down below. This is their sports bands. Now, mind you, they've got a ton of colors. I chose white black and the midnight blue. Let's go ahead and show you how the white one looks. I really dig how this goes on, okay? You pull it through this, and then you just get to pick whatever hole feels tight, push down, and then you tuck the band under. And I'm telling you what, it is a very, very comfortable band. I highly recommend this brand. Yeah, that looks really sharp. I like that one a lot. Again, it's a 45 millimeter, and it goes from edge to edge. Doesn't look like it doesn't belong whatsoever. The reason I like the way the sport band goes on so much better is because I purchased this pack called the Ocean Band Breathables, and I really don't ever find myself wearing one of them, and this is why. I just don't care for the way it locks in. I mean, it's the same type of style, but everything's all rubber. There is no metal pin, like I was saying, but it looks nice. I just prefer the other style. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you guys feel the same. And the last band from Amazon is this one here. It's a magnetic one. I don't really like the magnetic bands because it tends to interfere with the GPS. However, if you want to dress up your watch, if you're going somewhere nice, this is something you would definitely want to use. I do not have the link to this one. My wife gave this to me because it was too big for her wrist, and I thought I would give it a shot. But yeah, the silver on the titanium definitely jazzes it up quite a bit. But should be real easy to find on Amazon, and I don't believe it was very expensive either. But again, it is magnetic, and it could cause some interference with your GPS. Just keep that in mind. Speaking of dressing up your watch, why not grab yourself a PITAKA carbon fiber band? It comes with this really nice ribbon. Pop it out, and they give you a key. Now, of course, you've got to set up the band itself to fit your size wrist. I already went ahead and did that. But they give you extra pieces, everything you need to fit either your fat wrist or your skinny wrist. It is so light. It barely feels like anything. It feels like a pair of earrings. That's what it feels like. I wouldn't know. This one is a little trickier. You got to hold it in one spot and then you bring it close to it. Just like that, and it's in. And then you have these two buttons on each side that will release, and we'll do that in a minute once I show you how nice this really looks on the watch. I'm digging it. It's very, very light. Now, of course, the Ultra is heavier than the Series 8 or any of the other series behind that, but this really lightens up the watch quite a bit. So to release it, you push the two buttons and it's off. All right, we're finally at the last band of today's review, and I saved the best for last. Hopefully you guys were patient enough not to use my timestamps to jump right to the band, but if you did, I understand. Guys, this is a company by the name of C2U, which stands for Cording2u. Get it? Paracord. Cording2u. Great company. You can get this on their site through Etsy, and let me tell you, they put their heart and soul into every band they make. They have a plethora of ideas, not just the one I picked that's on the thumbnail, but they have a plethora of ideas, colors, and choices for you guys to pick. So I highly recommend you get down there on their site and check them out, which is beautifully displayed in a nice box with even a paracord lanyard that they made. And I don't know if they know my favorite color, but it's blue. And they sent me this as well, along with a card. That is how it looks, guys. Let's take it out and show you how awesome it looks on the watch. Look at that detail, you guys. I love it. It's absolutely awesome. Very comfortable to wear, and I love this latch. It's so much easier to use than the one I'm going to show you next for my Samsung Galaxy. You'll see. Check that out. Looks beautiful. I went with the all black, but like I said, you can get different colors weaved into it. And there is their little C2U little emblem that they put right into the paracord. Love the quick release latch, easy to take on and off. Unlike this Samsung Galaxy one I ordered from Robust. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of these companies are making the paracord bands with this type of latch. Even Cording2u, you can get this kind of latch. Do not get it. It comes with this threaded pin that comes out, and then you'll have 3 different adjustments, okay? So what you're basically doing is bringing this over one of 3 holes to make it either bigger or smaller. I go for the middle, and let me show you how fun this is. It only goes in this way. You can't put it in this way, okay? Because it screws in that way. So you have to basically balance this with this. Okay, so what I usually do is I start on the first hole, I come up, and then I gotta kind of finagle this through. Oh my gosh. It's a pain in the ass, okay? Once it's on, it's fine, but it's such a pain in the ass. So then you screw it on, okay? Once you get it through the hole, you screw it on nice and tight. It's definitely a nice looking paracord watch band. I like it. I don't like that, not at all. All right, so that's it for the bands for now. I do have a few in mind that I might order later down the road. So if you enjoy these kind of reviews, throw me a like and share the video. So the question I have for you, which band did you guys like the best? I'd like to know. Drop me a comment as well. For me, proof's in the pudding. All right, let's go ahead and open ourselves up a fortune cookie because that's what we do on Brannon No's channel. Every review. What could the fortune possibly bring? All right. Special word, cucumber. Okay. The courage to be great lies deep within each of us. That's some words of wisdom, I do agree. Oh. Fortune cookies are starting to get stale. I better get my ass moving on videos, huh? Speaking of which, if you guys have stuck with me this long in the review, well, either your family or there might be something a little wrong with you. But hey, I don't judge. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you are not already. And guys, be sure to catch me in my next video.